25-03211OM. This is a motion affidavit and bench warrant on having an open alcohol in public charge from an offense date of October 18th of 2025. The bench warrant issued because you failed to appear for an arraignment on November 18th of 2025. Do you recall why you weren't in court that day, sir?
No, I didn't get I didn't get
Did
no
you get
letter.
a notice?
Eh?
No letter? Okay.
No, no.
Okay, that's
No, I didn't get no letter.
all right. So I'm going to arraign you on the charge. This is a ticket that was issued to you October 18th of 2025 at 11:49 a.m. at Townsend and West Hillsdale in the city of Lansing, Ingham County, Michigan. The charge alleges that you had open alcohol in public. That is contrary to law. It is a misdemeanor. Maximum penalty, sir, is up to 90 days in jail and or a $500 fine. Do you understand the charge and the maximum penalty?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so the court's going to enter a not guilty plea for you, and we have a pretrial date set. That will take place May 26th. That is at 9:30 a.m. with Judge Ward, and you'll have to appear in person on that date. So you should have that notice also. Do you have that?
Yeah. Would you say May 26th?
May 26th at 9:30 a.m. with Judge Ward.
Okay.
Okay, all right. So the next file that we have here, sir, is 25-03102OM. This is also a motion affidavit and bench warrant. This is for a charge of urinating in public. That is from an offense date of October 8th of 2025. And the bench warrant issued because you failed to appear for an arraignment. This is a different date. This was November 3rd of 2025. Did you get that notice?
Oh, I didn't.
Okay.
No, I didn't get nothing in the mail, man. I mean,
okay. Okay, so we're going to get you arraigned on this as well. This is a ticket that was issued to you on October 8th, 2025 at 12:07 p.m. That is at Townsend and West Hillsdale in the city of Lansing, Ingham County, Michigan. This charge alleges that you had committed an unsanitary action in public, otherwise known as urinating in public. That is contrary to law. It is a misdemeanor, and it carries a maximum penalty of up to 90 days in jail and or a $500 fine. So do you understand that charge and maximum penalty, sir?
yes.
Okay, so the court's going to enter a not guilty plea for you on this charge as well. Your pretrial is set for May 26th. That is at 9:30 a.m. That is with Judge Ward as well. So you've got that notice also.
Okay, what's the date? May 26th?
May 26th, you bet. Same as the other. So you've got 3 dates that you have to remember. All right, then, Mr. Silverthorne, I have no other questions for your client, sir, if you would address bond.
It does appear that he has some prior assaultive offenses by looking into our file, which goes only back to 19. I don't know if there's something earlier than that. The ones that I have from 19 on, although assaultive are not particularly bad, probably alcohol related. And he said he might have some failure to appear. He's 70, well, he'll be 75 years old in a couple of days. he just can't remember. I'll leave it to the court's records as to whether or not he has that. Although we know he hadn't appeared for the two for the two offenses for which misdemeanor offenses for which he was uh, arraigned today. His whole life has been here. He's a GM retiree. His wife is here. Um, I'll leave it to the court's decision. I think the court could give him PR bond, but again, I will leave it to the court's discretion.
All right, thank you. All right, so Mr. Devasage, the court does look at those factors that Mr. Silverthorne was talking about. We have to determine whether or not you're a flight risk or a danger to the public. The court looks at your criminal history, your ties to the community, your employment status. I'm also going to look at the allegations to recognize that they are just allegations. They're not anything that is heard on both sides. So it's a one side of the story. So you have the right to defend against the charge. I do look at that particular document, and it does states that the complaining witness was transported to Sparrow Hospital with injuries. So that does bring some concern to the court. Whether you're responsible for that certainly is not for me to say. That's up to the prosecutor to meet that burden of proof to find you guilty. And until then, you are absolutely presumed innocent. So with that being said, you do have a couple of failing to appears on these other charges. You have failed to appear on other matters in this court, and you do have an assaultive matter, a conviction of an assault and battery. But that has been, April of 2023, so about 3 years ago. And then you have a couple of alcohol offenses as well in long time ago, 2006. So with that being said, I do have some concern for the safety of the public as well as your appearance with your history of failing to appear. So on the assault with a dangerous weapon, the court is going to not going to set a PR bond. I will set a 10% bond with conditions, and that is a $5,000 10% bond. The conditions are as follows, sir. First of all, do not miss any court dates and do not violate any state or local laws while you're on bond. You are not to possess, purchase, or consume any alcohol or controlled substances without a prescription. You are not to leave the state of Michigan without permission from the court, and you are not to possess or purchase any firearms, ammunition, or dangerous weapons. Also, you have to report to pretrial services within 48 hours of your release, as this is a felony charge. It's an interview, so you can do it by phone or in person. Also, no contact or assaultive behavior towards Bruce Grades. That means you cannot call him, you can't write or page or email, text, no electronic communications of any kind, and you can't have anybody contacting him on your behalf. No Facebook, social media to reach him, and you cannot have any threatening, harassing, or molesting behavior towards him or anyone else. And you also cannot go within 2,000 feet of where he's located at any time. I understand that he may very well live on Washington Avenue, but I do find that there's several blocks between the 800 block and the 1700 block. You just can't go within 2,000 feet. So if you need to go that direction, you take the long way around so that you don't have any contact or you don't go within that 2,000 feet prohibited space. You understand that?
Yes.
So you're not, yep, you can't go anywhere near where he lives. So if you see him in the grocery store, gas station, whatever, turn around and go the other way, sir. No contact. Understood?
Okay. Yes.
Okay. In regards to the other two, it's going to be, urinating in public. Court's going to set a 100 cash surety. Same thing on the open alcohol, 100 cash surety on that as well. So no alcohol or drugs, and don't leave the state, Mr. Devisage. Anything else then, Mr. Silverthorne, for the record?
Nothing for the record. Thank you, Magistrate.
All right, you're all set, sir. That concludes your arraignment.
So, excuse me, when did you say I got put to court? May 25th?
May 26th, you've got your notices in front of you. You want to hang
Okay.
on to those. Okay?
Okay,
Mr.
thank you.
All right.
But Mr. DeBesige, that's just for your, he needs to be brought back.
Good.
He has, I think he has
Mr.
memory
Dim-
issues.
Yeah, okay. Can he come back up, officer? Mr. Silverthorne has another.
I want to just reinforce something. I think he's going to remember the May
Sorry.
26th and forget the more important one that's coming up next week.
Okay, so you've got May 26th. He's absolutely correct. You also have April 16th and April 23rd. So you have 3 dates that you have to remember.
That's kind of right here.
Okay. All right.
Magistrate,
Circling something
I
for me.
wrote down the 17th and the 24th. Are we sure about the 16th and 23rd?
Oh, May 26th.
Well, that's what they. Yes, April 16th and April 23rd. They're both Thursdays.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, I just wanted to be certain. Thank you very much for your indulgence.
So 17, 24.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. I'm looking at the new file already. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
April 17th and the 24th. 17th and the 24th. I had moved on before anybody else knew it, so I apologize. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so this is for Mr. Alejandro Martinez. I've already done that. All right, good afternoon. Are you Alejandro Jose Martinez?
Yes, good afternoon, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. And your appearance, please, Mr. Silverthorne.
Yes, good afternoon. Dwayne Silverthorne from the Office of Public Defender on behalf of Alejandro Jose Martinez, who's appearing on the screen. My appearance today is limited to this arraignment. He has requested appointment of a public defender.
Okay, good. All right, so file number 26-00903FT. This is a complaint in the people of the state of Michigan versus Alejandro Jose Martinez. It is alleged, sir, that on or about August 26th of 2025 at Pennsylvania and May Streets in the city of Lansing, Ingham County, Michigan. Count 1 alleges that you did, being the operator of a motor vehicle, to whom was given a visual or audible signal by hand, voice, emergency light, or siren by Trooper Calvin Harshman, a police officer who was in uniform, and the officer's vehicle was identified as an official police vehicle, acting in the lawful performance of his duty, directing the defendant to bring his motor vehicle to a stop, did willfully fail to obey that direction by attempting to flee or elude the officer, and a portion of the violation occurred in an area where the speed limit was 35 miles per hour or less, whether that speed was posted or imposed as a matter of law. That is contrary to law. It is a felony with a maximum penalty 5 years and or $5,000 for a motor vehicle. Secretary of State shall suspend operators or chauffeur's license as provided in Michigan law for up to 1 year. Do you understand, Mr. Martinez, the charge and the maximum penalty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, now you do have a notice of intent to seek an enhanced sentence as a 4th habitual offender. What that means, because you have prior felony convictions the maximum penalty may be enhanced from what I originally told you. So do you understand the charge and the maximum penalty with that habitual?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. Okay, so Mr. Martinez, you have rights, and we're gonna go over those rights. You have the right to plead guilty, not guilty, or stand mute. You have the right to a trial by a judge or a jury, and at that trial, you can present or confront witnesses. If they would not appear, the court can order them to do so. You also have the right to a lawyer, and if you cannot afford one, one can be appointed for you at court expense. Additionally, you are presumed innocent, and if you are found guilty, it must be beyond a reasonable doubt. Also, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or write can be used against you, and you always have the right to have a lawyer present with you at any time that you are questioned. Do you understand those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so I do understand you're applying for an attorney. So we have 2 hearing dates, and this indeed is April 16th and April 23rd. So Thursday, April 16th at 9:00 a.m., you have a probable cause conference with Judge Kristen Simmons. You will have to appear in person on that date, and on the second date, which is the preliminary exam, the following Thursday, April 23rd, 9:00 a.m., both again with Judge Simmons, in person only. So you should have that notice. You've got it?
Yeah, I have it right here.
Okay, good. Hang on to that. Now, is there anything I've told you that you do not understand?
No, no.
Okay,
In the end, this arraignment highlighted exactly why judges take bond hearings so seriously. What began with minor public nuisance charges revealed a much deeper pattern: multiple failures to appear, prior assaultive conduct, alcohol-related offenses, and a pending felony case serious enough to justify enhanced sentencing exposure. The judge had to balance the defendant's presumption of innocence against the court's duty to protect the public and ensure future appearances, and that balancing act resulted in strict bond conditions and multiple mandatory hearing dates. Meanwhile, the second defendant now faces a felony fleeing and eluding charge with habitual offender enhancement, dramatically raising the stakes moving forward. If you found this courtroom breakdown as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.